Barbershop conversation, guys. Why did I listen to 78's video? I got the same message, man. Listen. Remember the Shaqs? Remember the Starburys? Nobody bought them shoes, right? Nobody bought them. Nobody want them, right? But they come out with the Yeezys, right? Everyone wants them. $300, $400 for some canvas Adidas, right? And now the Lonzo Ball family come out and be like, we're going to charge $500. We're going to set the market. And y'all motherfuckers going to buy them. And guess what? People are going to buy them. They said they made $2.5 million in 4 hours. You know who's mad? Do you know who's really, really mad? Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Allen Iverson especially. They're like, why the fuck did I go to this shoe company when I could have made my own factory in China, flew over to China, built my own factory, and imported my shoes for the next 10 or 15 years. And guess what? They would have been called the answers. Right? But Reebok said, we're going to give you $20 million and make $1 billion. Right? It just don't make sense. And they win by association, because if you buy one product, Reebok, guess what you're gonna have to do? You're gonna have to buy the sweatsuit. You're gonna have to buy the socks, because you know these young kids don't like mix matching their Adidas, their Nikes, and their Reeboks, right? So, and let me explain something to you about media. And I want you guys. I haven't listened to everyone, but I've seen the titles. Y'all mad at them for selling for $500? Well, that nigga around the corner from me just bought a Louis Vuitton belt or a Gucci belt for $380. He just stood in line for George for 4 hours and spent close to $300. So I don't want, you guys should not be mad at the price. Y'all didn't buy the Stephon Marbury's. Y'all didn't buy Shaquille O'Neal's dunks. Y'all didn't buy them. So I'm going to inflate the market. And guess what? If they don't sell, they don't sell. I'll just revamp them and reprice them and repackage them. You know what I mean? So they made $2.5 million in 4 hours. Who makes $2.5 million in 4 hours? Let me explain something. They made $2.5 million in 4 hours. You know what that equates to? And guess what? They're going to make even more, because guess what? I'm doing a video on it. Someone else is doing a video on it. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I want you guys to fully understand how media tricks you. Nike's going to put out bad propaganda. Adidas, Reebok, they're going to put out bad propaganda to say the LeVar Balls and Alonzo Balls, they're hard to deal with. They tricked them out of billions and millions of dollars. Well, let me tell you something. They just made $2.5 million in 4 hours. And if they selling them shoes for $500, I mean, they're making at least 50, I would say they're making 50% profit. So they made $1.25 million in 4 hours. Who makes that kind of money in 4 hours? So I don't want to hear it. You guys need to fully understand. As an entrepreneur, you set the market. Let me fully understand. LeBron James is mad right now because he has a lifetime contract with Nike, and guess what? He could have created his own shoe, and guess what? We would have bought it. That's why I say the genius of it, man. You know what I mean? That's why I have a YouTube channel. At the end of the day, it's going to be part of my retirement package. If I could make anywhere between $3,000 and $5,000 a month doing having a YouTube in 10 to 15 years when I'm retired, and you know my testosterone is sipping away and I don't move as fast as I used to, you know what I mean? I got potentially have some, not grandkids yet, hopefully, but you know, in time, you know, I'm slowed down, making $3,000 to $5,000 here. I'm making $2,000 here, $4,000 here, $6,000 here. You know, I'm bringing in 35 grand a month sitting on my ass. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this should encourage you guys to be entrepreneurs. All right? Go marry a breeder like Michael Thompson did, like LeVar Ball did. Go marry a breeder. She can be black, she can be white, she can be Asian, she can be whatever you want. Go marry a breeder and hope you have 3 boys. Michael Thompson did it. All 3 of his sons are professional athletes. LeVar Ball could potentially do it. I would say 2 of the 3 are going to be at least professional athletes. I think the LaMelo Ball is going to be a professional athlete, and Alonzo Ball is going to be a professional athlete. The middle son, I don't know yet. But you guys set the market. And stop being bamboozled by Jewish media, man. Stop being bamboozled. Because next Saturday or the Saturday after that, guess what? Jordans are going to come out. The Jordans you bought in 1995, they're going to resell them in 2017 for $300. I own about 10 pair of Jordans. All right. I won't buy any more because of how I feel about Michael Jordan. And we're not mad at Michael Jordan for setting the price. We're mad at Michael Jordan for not being the voice of the people. You understand what I'm saying? So let's not be mad at the balls. If they make $20 million off selling shoes, oh my gosh. Just how athletes are using their Instagram and social media. They're not going to ESPN. ESPN just laid off 100 jobs. You know why ESPN just laid off 100 jobs? Because I do a post-fight interview. You do a post-fight interview. Everyone on YouTube does a post-fight interview. So we don't have to go to the bottom line. All right, be an entrepreneur. Have an entrepreneurial spirit. Don't hate the game. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. 78 used the word trick, whatever you want to call it. Everything costs in this world. Everything costs. Time is valuable. And I'm excited that they're going to trick the market because more white people buy shoes than black people buy shoes. Get as much money as you can. Do I think the price point is too high? Absolutely. Will I buy them? Hell no. But guess what? Them white kids in Idaho, the ignorant urban kids, you know, who parents make $2,200, $2,300 a month, they begging their parents for $500 for their shoes, they gonna buy them. So let's not be tricked, y'all. Let's not be tricked, all right? You are in a great position to be an entrepreneur. Don't be mad at the balls. They are setting a precedent. They just made $2.5 million in 4 hours. And let me be clear about how frugal I am. You guys call it cheap. You guys call it. My son has one pair of shoes. One pair of shoes. I will only buy him one pair of shoes at a time. When he tells me, Daddy, my shoe is too tight, I will buy him a new pair of shoes. As a matter of fact, I believe those shoes are hand-me-downs. Me and H&M get along very well. Very, very well. All right? I am as frugal and as intelligent as I try and be as intelligent. All right? I am a producer, not a consumer. If you guys put the math together on my channel, you guys know I do okay. All right? And we got to set the precedent. And I'm talking to my black brothers who are going by the Jordans next week. Be a fucking producer. All right? Stop being a consumer. All right? You guys didn't buy the Peaks. Who wore the Peaks? What's that kid name? I think. The guard from the San Antonio Spurs. I think he wore Peaks. I think Meta World Peace wore Peaks. You know, you didn't buy them. You didn't buy the Starburst. So why the fuck you mad at them? You know what I mean? Buy property. Buy stuff that's gonna get you money back. All right. Let this be a lesson. Stop criticizing them. Let me say, don't criticize them. Understand what they're doing. They're setting the market rate. Kanye West set the market on his shoes. I was like, I swear to God. I looked at the prices on them Yeezys, $500,000. I said, who the fuck is going to buy Adidas for $500? I thought Michael Jordan was the apex. I thought Jordan's was the apex of sneakers. Right? And next thing I know, I'm buying $1,200 shoes at Louis Vuitton. I own a handful of Louis Vuitton shoes, Gucci shoes, and I don't even wear them. But that was in my younger days, you know, but now I don't do that shit no more, man. I really, really don't. I have transformed myself into a producer. You know? You know, you know what? I need to start doing more videos on being a producer because we need to change the paradigm. Nike is going to send a representative to CNN. Nike is going to send a representative to ESPN and say LeVar Ball is an asshole. LeVar Ball is an asshole. He's non-negotiable. Or are they going to send a text and say it in confidence to Stephen A. Smith? Oh, he's an asshole. He's unrelatable. We don't get along. Right? And next thing you know, we're doing it. So don't be mad at them setting the price. I want you guys to go out and buy a piece of property. All right, go buy a 4-unit property, a triplex, a duplex, or a single-family home, and make money off the shit. All right. Let me tell you something. My neighbor, I have a unit. I have a unit in LA. I'm just be frank. I'm talking in real numbers. I have a 4-unit in LA. I bought that unit. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna say what I bought it for, just in case IRS comes. But let's just say my neighbor is selling his property for $200,000 more than what I bought mine for. And this is just 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I bought this property. So if that property sells for $200,000 more than what I bought it for, guess how much money I made in equity just falling asleep, collecting rents, and unclogging pipes. I've had 1 vacancy in 2 years. So understand what the fuck is going on. You guys understand what I'm saying? And I have multiple properties. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys, let this be a lesson learned. I understand it's overpriced. Don't buy them, right? Just like that fight tomorrow. I'm not buying it. I'm not doing a video on it. I'm not doing nothing on it. Not unless Chavez Jr. If Chavez Jr. win, I'm going to celebrate my ass off. But I haven't covered that fight at all. And I need you guys to fully understand what the fuck is going on. So love yourself before you love Reebok. Love yourself before you love Nike. Love yourself before you love Gucci. Love yourself before you Louis Vuitton. And I just want to help shift the paradigm. We set the market rate. Let me tell you something. I have properties in the hood, South Central Los Angeles, where the Bloods and the Crips and the Essays reside. I have rents 2 bedrooms going for $1,600. Section 8 pays me $1,600. $1,600 for a 2-bedroom in the hood. That's what they pay in Baldwin Hills. $1,600, $1,800 for a 2-bedroom in Baldwin Hills. So come on, we set the market rate, man. All right? I'm not saying it's not overpriced. But see what happens. They made $2.5 million in 4 hours. You got to salute black men who have that foresight. You know what I mean? Some guy bent the piece of metal years ago and said, you know what? I'm going to take 200 people at a time across the Atlantic Ocean. That man was considered crazy. And guess what? It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's called airplanes. It's called airports. It's called tourism. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, let's not be fooled or bamboozled. You know, you hit a switch in your house and the lights cut on. Who would have thought of that shit? There's a freeway that goes from Los Angeles to Florida. It's called the 10 freeway. There's a freeway on the East Coast, the I-95, that goes all up and down the Eastern Peninsula. You guys hear it in rap songs all the time. So think outside the box. If someone doesn't laugh at your dream, you're not dreaming big enough. All right? So let this be a lesson learned. And if you guys need more inspiration, Kenny Porter told me one time, he told his son, I'm going to make you a millionaire. And guess what? He made his son a millionaire. And you guys critique him, but guess what? He made his son a millionaire. And guess what LeVar Ball did? Made his family millionaires. $2.5 million in 4 hours. Who makes that kind of money? I don't make that kind of money. For sure. I'm looking at Jalen Rose, Chauncey Billups. There's a rookie over there, and there's Michelle Beadle. They don't make they about to work 4 hours right now, and they're probably going to make $5 grand, $7 grand for this show. Who makes that kind of money? So, man, love yourself, guys. I hope I inspired you guys. 78, I wish I would have did my video before you. But God damn it. Fuck. Anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations. He equated this to a woman's vagina, and I'm just equating it to common sense. Don't be mad at the prices.